Look at that mess. What is going on YouTube? It's your boy, Wayne the Train. And if you can't tell, I just got done working out. This pump, extremely nice. I'm out of breath. The blood is not in my brain. It's in these triceps and biceps. That's okay, boys. Hold on, let me get a drink for real. That's all good. Today, I wanted to make this video to talk to you guys about prioritizing a muscle group or a muscle more than others. You know, some muscles are more important than others. We can all agree that arms matter a little bit more than your calf muscles. And more people would rather have nice arms than nicer legs. And so I want to make this video talking about how we prioritize that. Because depending on how you do it, depends on the effectiveness. And you can prioritize muscles more or less depending on personal goals, aesthetics, strength, all that good stuff. So that's what this video is about, guys. Bam. Hold on. I got some actual water. Let me try drinking that first. My voice is super raspy. I got in the sauna before my workout, so all good. But anyways, back to prioritizing muscle groups. It's important to know what you're doing because your effectiveness determines your result. So when we prioritize muscle groups, I'm going to use myself as an example. Due to recent self-reflection, and I think I always knew it, I'm a pretty bad presser. I don't know why. I'm just not good at bench press. At one point, when I was young, 17, I got up to 315, and I haven't been able to do that since. Now, I've gotten close, 300, and I have benched 315 the past couple years, but that was a one-off, and then it just kind of went all downhill from there. So this is a perfect example of not prioritizing a muscle group. I may not have been doing enough benching. I may not have been doing enough pressing. That is a skill. So if you don't practice, if you don't prioritize it, your efficiency, how good you are, decays in it. So I'm a bad presser. I have 2 leg days in my workout, and then life is a leg day because you're always walking. But I do my squats and my deadlift, and then I do my deadlift and my squat variation. And so my legs get a lot of work. And so, but comparatively, my chest doesn't. And so in that instance, my legs are prioritized more than my chest. And I can imagine that's why I'm having a little bit more success with my leg dominant exercises, like my squats and my deadlift. I'm seeing really good results with those. And I'm seeing steady progression and lots of heavy reps. But in my bench press, it's just going down. It's just going down. I hopped on a bench and tried to bench press 225 the other day and struggled. I was what in the good Lord's name? Struggling with 225. This is 16-year-old problems. Especially a couple weeks ago, I was repping 275 and 285 for 3 or 4 reps. So I'm not prioritizing my triceps and my pressing enough, and my ability to do it is decaying. So that was a really long-winded way to say the more you do stuff, the more you get better at it, the more you do it, the more you prioritize. So let's take it a step even further. So I'm an ass presser. How am I gonna fix this? I'm going to start pressing more. I'm trying to work into my workout how I can use my training economy and my time to spread out 2 to 3 pressing days. So today would be 1 pressing day. It was a tricep focused pressing day. That's an important part of bench. So tricep and my bicep. I just worked those out together for some arm size, and also like I said, to prioritize that muscle. And then later in the week, I'm going to do a chest-focused pressing day, but there will still be tricep work in there, and there'll still be pressing. That's going to be my 2nd day. And I'm thinking on my 3rd day, it's going to be probably, a day or 2 after that last one, I'm going to have a vertical pulling or a vertical pressing day. So I got my tricep, I'm pressing down, I'm pressing on the bench in that horizontal position, and I'm also doing a vertical press and a vertical pull. So I'm pressing in a variety of ways. This is one way to prioritize, a muscle group, a muscle function. Just do it more often. I have 3 pressing spread out across my workout days. Now let's see where this goes from here. Another way to prioritize muscle groups is to do it first in the workout. We all know that feeling when you slam that pre, or you slam that coffee right under them gums, under your tongue, and it starts tingling, it's kicked in. When the adrenaline is kicking in the gym, you're ready to go, you're in the zone. And so if you prioritize a muscle and do it first in the session while you have more energy, while you're fresher. You can do more quote unquote damage / stimulus, which is going to help you grow more. So simply doing a muscle first in a workout before you get exhausted can let you really focus on it. Especially depending on the context, like the muscle size, like bigger muscle groups versus smaller. So like, let's just go chest and triceps. If you bench before you do your tricep work, so if you do some heavy pressing before you do your tricep, pressing is usually a compound exercise. And so it uses multiple muscle groups. You can kind of fatigue the other muscle groups. So when you go to focus on the triceps later on, you're like, damn, that other stuff is really tired. I can be sure it's just my triceps working. That's one way of looking at it, is doing compounds to tire out larger muscle groups so you can focus in on the isolation. Or vice versa, you can do isolations first before you do the compounds. That way you're like, hey, I know I'm going to use my triceps when I'm pressing. Let me just go ahead and get a quick tricep pump now. Let me focus and drill down on that tricep work before I do the pressing, because I know I'm going to be tired after the pressing. So, another long-winded answer, you can change the order in which you do an exercise to prioritize what kind of dedication it gets, in the workout. You can change the frequency of how often you do something. I think primarily my problem with my pressing was I was really only doing it once or twice a week. I had some overhead pressing, but besides like tricep and a little bit of tricep, I don't really feel it. But I'm not a scientist. So I'm not gonna argue which muscles I use. I don't really feel my tricep in my overhead press, and the shoulder stuff. But I don't feel like there's much correlation between the bench and the shoulder. So I think I really only had one pressing day, and so I'm hoping by adding more days, I'm going to prioritize my pressing more, and I'm going to get better at pressing. I think I want to make it seriously, like really bench 315, because it's the most infuriating thing. My Lord, there is no reason why I can overhead press 200, I can farmer's carry whatever, deadlift 400, squat 300, 350, whatever. No reason I can do all this, and my bench press is just it's like 30 pounds above my body weight at this point. I was like 206, and I'm bloated this morning, but come on, man, come on. So I got some good gain from this. Prioritize the muscle, do it first, and increase the frequency of how you do it. These are very simple ways to prioritize and get a little more growth from it. And go work out, guys. Outlaw, done. My bad, guys. I always do this crap. I think I got a little addendum to add on to that video. Why would you want to prioritize a muscle group? You would do that in an instance where you want it to grow bigger. You want this muscle to grow bigger, so you prioritize it, you give it more frequency. Or you want to get better at a skill like pressing, like I gave as an example, so you do it more often. These are just a couple reasons why you prioritize a muscle group. Or how about the last one? A really good one is we only have a limited use of training economy. Now, this part bro science, part real science, but we only have a limited amount of training economy. It's like an HP bar. So once you deplete that shit, you're exhausted and you're really, really, really tired. So you got to be smart about where you split your training economy. And so by prioritizing certain muscles with this training economy, while you have more HP, you can be more effective with it. You can only do so much. You can't work out 6 days a week and go running and do kickboxing or jiu-jitsu or whatever. You can't do all of this because you have limited training economy. At some point, your body is just going to be like, hey, yo, fool, we got to sit down and rest. And so a training economy, when you think about that from a larger scale, is a pretty damn good reason to prioritize one muscle over another. I know, for example, when I was younger, childish, I stopped working out my legs because I have really big legs. I have a really large glutes for no reason. I'm just born like this, and they won't go away. So I just stopped working out my legs for one point because they were just kept growing. I was growing pant size, and I was like, yo, what is this? So I was working out my upper body more, and that's when I really saw the best upper body development was just a couple months of just straight up bro training, chest, back, bicep, tricep, what's a quad, hammy, what? So all reasons why you would prioritize a muscle group. Gotta go. Peace out, guys, and good training.